Hey, this is Brindlewolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise awakening, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your nation, your voice, where dreams awakening life. Rise awakening, now is the time.
Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.
Close your eyes, feel the sound. Brindle speaks the world unwound. Guiding light, the path is found. Brindle's vision, hear the call. Messages rise, they break the wall. Hope in the echoes, hope for waves of music flowing deep. Dreams awaken from their sleep. In the stillness, secrets keep. Bare feet on the ground, I feel the pulse. Energy rising, magnetic waltz. A river of fire, it coils, it flows from the base of my spine to where the cosmos glows. Dance, oh dance, let the serpent rise. Feel the heat, let it hypnotize. So dine through the ancient skies. Kundalini's flame never lies. Eyes closed, I see colors collide. Swirling galaxies blooming inside. Breath is the drum, the heart beats the tune. Under the stars or under the moon. The body bends, the spirit flies. Every twist a new sunrise. Dance, oh dance, let the serpent rise. And feel the heat, let it hypnotize. So dine through the ancient skies. Kundalini's flame never lies. Each motion a prayer, each breath a spark. Shadows dissolve and the rhythms are a spiral of light, a cosmic trance, lost in the sacred serpent's dance.
Welcome everyone to Brindle's Vision. I am Brindlewolf and I will be your host today. I don't know why I felt the need to say that after 28 episodes. Anyway, welcome in everybody. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're catching the replay, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. So today we're going to be playing some music, just so you know. And to those copyright police out there, Meta, whoever's listening in that wants to tell us that we can't do some of these covers, well, please let us, because according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, we just want to use fair usage and share our voices and our talents with everybody who will listen. All right. So thank you in advance for that consideration. So speaking of music, you know how I like to do a PSA every week. And I came across something this morning, actually just a few minutes ago, because I'm like trying to find that right little bit that's going to fit the show, fit the theme, and give you something that you didn't know before. So did you know that Danny Elfman has such debilitating tinnitus that he's basically deaf? I mean, his world is basically silent. Doctors told him that he'd never make music again. Well, that was back in the 90s when he was making the score for Edward Scissorhands, and maybe even before that. I'm getting my facts a little bit confused, but that's okay. It's going to get cleared up in a sec. And something that you never would have known is that the entire score was imagined in his mind. Not a single note actually played. He couldn't handle the noise from the instruments to play it, nor could he hear them through the blaring ringing in his head. But once, while recording Batman Returns, he nodded approvingly at a cue. And this is from a Facebook post going forward. Even though his ears had gone completely silent, it was all memory and instinct. He later admitted, "I just knew where the music should be." But the silence broke him. In 1997, he walked off a film mid-score. The first time in his career. He locked himself in his house for weeks, terrified he was finished. Then one night, a melody hit him like lightning. A slow, ghostly lullaby he couldn't stop humming. It became Ice Dance from Edward Scissorhands, a piece so fragile it sounded like grief itself. He said it felt like saying goodbye to hearing and hello to feeling. The industry called him eccentric. The truth was darker. He was in constant pain, living on coffee and adrenaline, obsessed with controlling what his body was trying to destroy. He'd compose entire scores by imagining sound instead of hearing it, like a blind painter recalling color. Years later, when asked why his music always sounded both joyful and haunted, Elfman laughed softly. "Because I'm both," he said. "Every note is me trying to drown out the ringing." He didn't need perfect ears to write perfect music. He needed chaos. Danny Elfman wasn't a composer who went mad. He was a madman who learned how to compose. And in the quiet that tried to kill him, he found this one sound that never left, the echo of his own defiance. How's that for an opening story in PSA? Isn't that crazy? You never would have known. A modern day Beethoven, kind of, if you think about it. So, well, we're going to open up with somebody else's Achilles. And Lawrence BRT is going to be bringing us that. And then right after that, we're going to have Silver Pipes, _Silver Pipes, and Victoria D with one of my favorite Dan Fogelberg songs, Longer. So let's get the music going.
I saw a man this morning standing on the foreign shore. From his eyes tears were falling as he made ready for war. He shouted out a warning, "You slew my sweetest friend, and I sure stay stoning. his death will be avenged. Was it so hard to die, Achilles? So very hard to die. You know and I know not, Achilles. So much the happier I. You breached the walls of Troy, Achilles, slaughtered 1,000 men. Patroclus is destroyed, Achilles, and can come back again. I saw men this morning trudging through a muddy field. From the sky a shell was falling, with his name scratching the steel. Lend him your shield, Achilles. Ask the gods to be his guide. All his ass is a Shropshire lad, with this poem scrolled inside. Was it so hard to die, Achilles? So very hard to die. You know and I know not, Achilles. So much the happier I. Look to the starry skies, Achilles. Look to the silver seas. They knew not leave or die, Achilles, and neither do we. I saw a man this morning. He was turning 53, and his pantomime was tuning to thoughts of mortality. One day I will be nothing. Think how funny that will be. For we, the living, death is the Achilles heel.
Longer than there been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you.
Stronger than any mountain cathedral, truer than any tree ever grew, deeper than any forest primeval. I am in love
stars and suppers with love on our way. Through the years as the fire starts to mellow, burning lines in the book of our lives.
Finding cracks and the pages start to yellow.
I'll be in love with you. I'll be in love with you. Longer than there been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew. Longer than there been stars up in the heavens, I've been in love with you. I am in love with you. Thanks for singing.
Thank you.
One of my all-time favorite songs, especially from childhood, Longer. And where is my... Why can't I be seen? Oh no, my camera turned off. Something happened with my camera, so you guys aren't going to see me, you're just going to hear me. So, wow, don't know exactly what happened with that. I'll refresh during the next song. So, Longer with Victoria D and _ Silver Pipes. God, that was great. I really, really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for sending that in. It brings back so many childhood memories. And I was sitting there thinking, you know, I used to try and sing this myself, and I should have known early on that I wasn't actually a tenor when I couldn't hit the high notes, even back then. So that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I enjoyed that. And before that, we had Laurent BRT with Achilles. And you know, it's amazing that this man can bring us a song that we've never heard, and it almost immediately becomes like a best friend that we've heard repeatedly, even if we've never ever heard it. It was just amazing, and I love hearing all of the new songs that you're going to send us each and every week. So you're not going to get to look at my face while I do my talk, which is fine. If you listen on Zeno, you can't see me anyway. But one of the things that we as humans experience and have created in this world is the absolute need for virtual connection. And that was tested yesterday, big time, around the world. We got a taste of what it's like to be in the dark, to not have that connection, to not be able to just reach out. Many people's jobs were thrown into absolute chaos. Mass transit was halted to a stop. Deliveries weren't made, and the list just keeps going on and on and on. Carrie and I actually had to deal with it ourselves, because the very platform that we use and that I use to come into your homes and to your cars, your phones, wherever you listen, was put on hold, put on pause. We didn't know if we were going to be able to do a show. And that's just the easy one. But what happens if we put so much reliance on a virtual world that when reality comes in to face us, we really don't know how to handle it? One thing that as technology grows, as we become smarter, that we have to face, we have to realize, we have to recognize. So something to think about, because it might just get a little bit more difficult for us to say hello.
I've been alone with you inside my mind, and in my dreams I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. I sometimes see you pass outside my door. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your smile. You're all I've ever wanted, and my arms are open wide. 'Cause you know just what to say, and you know just what to do, and I want to tell you so much. I love you. I want to see the sunlight in your hair, and tell you time and time again how much I care. Sometimes I feel my heart will overflow. Hello, I've just got to let you know, 'cause I wonder where you are, and I wonder what you do. Are you somewhere feeling lonely, or is someone loving you? Tell me how to win your heart, for I haven't got a clue. But let me start by saying I love you.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. Can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start.
Tell me I'm too young to understand. Say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes.
could stay forever this young. Not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone. Love is a prize.
Baby, when it's all over, when I'm wiser, oh, when I'm older, all this time I was finding myself, but I didn't know I was lost.
To wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know that I was lost.
Wake Me Up from Mizzy Amelia and 424F42, also known as Bob. And what originally was an anthem of awakening at a much more electronic level was turned into a cry to wake up from a nightmare. How beautifully that was done, you guys. That was just incredible and so tender, so heartfelt that I'm fighting back tears talking about it right now, because that was just amazing. Thank you guys so much for sending that in. And before that, we had hello from Nikki Lou and Mel Wave. Welcome in, Mel Wave, to Rise Radio. We are so glad to finally have you here. We've played your songs here a few times, but now you're an official member, and we are so glad to have you here. And that was incredible. Loved it. Beautiful, ladies. Absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous. Kind of like two swans. Oh, speaking of swans. Today I pulled from the Medicine Cards by Jamie Sams. She wrote the Sacred Path deck as well that you've heard me read from. And today the animals wanted to jump in and give you some messages. And we're starting off with Swan. And when the cards are flipped in this deck, it's considered contrary, okay? So this usually graceful beauty has come to you in the contrary today to speak to those who are dealing with the wobbly, feeling a bit ungrounded, tripping over feet, or perhaps having difficult focusing in on the reality that's in front of you. The desire to enter into a dreamy state to escape the current situation is high right now. This could take on many forms, but it is a clear signal that you either need to chase your dreams or come back to reality. Only you can make that decision. But the call for you today is to get grounded in any way that you can so you can make a decision and get to work on it. The need to pay attention to the signals that your body is sending is high. It's giving you cues and signals that you might not be paying close enough attention to. You know, a plane that isn't fueled won't fly, and neither will you. So be sure that you're refilling and refueling so you can be ready and handle the changes that are happening around you. And set aside the thoughts of, I don't have time. Because in reality, you're correct, you don't. So make use of it while you have it and get to going. And we're just going to go to the next song.
Here we stand, worlds apart, broken into two. Sleepless nights, losing ground, I'm reaching for you. Feeling that it's gone, can't change your mind. We can go on, soon to find the time to love delays. Someday love will find you, break those chains that burn.
troubled times, caught between confusion and pain, pain, pain.
Distant eyes, promises we made were in vain, in vain.
If you must go, I wish you love, but never walk alone.
Take care, my love, miss your love.
Someday love will find you, break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched and went our separate ways.
If he ever hurt you,
Your love won't desert you. You know I still love you, though we touched and went our separate ways. Someday love will find you, break these chains that bind you. One night will remind you.
if he ever hurts you,
Your love won't desert you. You know I still love you.
I still love you, girl.
I really love you, girl.
And if they ever hurt you,
Your love won't desert you.
Hi, Faye Sunflower. That was incredible with Winging It _fire. That was absolutely amazing. Such a hard song. You guys did it such justice. And thank you so much for sending that in. Loved playing it. Loved playing it. I was listening to the exhaustion that was starting to happen in the voices, and I'm like, oh no, they're gonna keep going, they're gonna keep pushing, they're gonna get through this, they're gonna do it. And you did, and that was amazing. Thank you so much. Love it. All right, let's get back to the animals. Now, the funny thing about the next one that came up, I saw a video on Facebook where a young boy had decided that he was going to catch one of these, and Mama was not too thrilled that he was holding a skunk. And he was like, "Look, I caught marijuana." And she's like, "Sweetie, that's not marijuana." "Well, then why does it smell like your face?" I just had to share that moment of laughter with you because it was absolutely adorable, cute. Anyway, skunk talks about reputation. Just like we can't help but think about the potential risk of having to take a bath in ketchup when skunk comes to mind, our body language is the delivery system of our reputation. If that lost you, let's reel it in really quickly. This furry little stinker has a reputation that demands respect, not because it will attack physically, but because it has a defense system that most will regret setting off. Stay with me here, okay? Every single human being has a warning system that they may not be aware of. It's called body language. It will tell those around you whether or not you respect yourself or them. It's a guidance system to let them know if you're walking your talk or just blowing stink spray at them. Yes, your body language has subtitles. that others can read, even if they don't know exactly what they're looking at. So if you've been repelling people without a direct reason, this could be part of it. But remember this important aspect, okay? Sometimes it's a good thing to repel instead of attract. It just might be what you need to protect yourself from those who don't align with you. So remember that too. Walk tall with respect for yourself first, and it will expand outwards to attract those who are going to walk with you. Because, you know, we just don't need any suspicious minds.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I'm saying, we can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know stops by to say hello, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been. You can't see the tears are real, I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. Won't let our love survive. Oh, dry the tears from your eyes. Let's don't let a good thing die. Well, honey, you know I've never lied to you. Yeah, yeah. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. But why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I'm saying. Well, don't you know I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Well, don't you know I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Well, don't you know I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Well, don't you know I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Well, don't you know I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Well, don't you know I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
That was Big Al underscore 62 with Suspicious Minds. Another resident Elvis Presley singer. I still want to hear him and DC Presley team up and do a song. So all you guys over in Rise, let's make that happen, because those two need to pair up and really, really kill an Elvis Presley song, because that was great. And we are so blessed to have you here in Rise Radio and sending us your music, Al. Really, really appreciate you. All right, so the next guy that I have to share with you today, I kind of took a little bit of a breath of, oh God, what do you want to tell him? Because it's the Raven, and he's in the contrary position. And ravens had to do with magic, according to Jamie Sams. That they're messengers as well. So quick shout out to those who have wished harm on another. How's things in your world right now? You might be noticing that you're having some unannounced struggles you didn't ask for. But the look a little like you wished wouldn't happen either, right? Not you? Okay. And you're one who is trying to advance to a higher version of yourself? Well, this guy has a message for you too. If you're having trouble rising into the next level, it very well could be that you weren't ready yet. Can't force it. And if you don't believe in magic, well, you might want to reconsider it. Dabbling in something doesn't just refer to witchy ways. It could mean a number of things. So if you're dabbling and starting to get confused or things are really going wrong, step back and ask for help from someone who is trained in the art or craft of what it is that you were attempting. And for the love of all that is, watch your thoughts when you're upset. You create magic with them without even realizing it. And the thoughts of harm to another will boomerang right back at you. And one of the problems that I face when I'm preparing the readings for these shows is having to condense all of the information that comes in so that you don't have to listen to me yammer on about it 15, 20 minutes. But I hope that you got what you needed out of that one. Because I really don't want you guys walking around like a zombie. I really, really don't. That would be a bad thing.
Another head hangs slowly, child is slowly taken, and the violence caused such silence. Who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they're fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they're crying. What's
Duke of Rock and the Mona M with one of my favorite cover versions of Zombie, the epic version. I don't know who created that track, but thank you, because I love, 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 love how versatile and how artistic you could get with that song. And you guys have heard how I take it, but that was, oh wow, that was next level, guys. That was incredible. I loved what you did with it. So much artistry and so much creativity. And if you're just listening on Zeno, you missed a fantastic video that went along with that as well. So you might want to head on over to one of the YouTubes that this show is connected with and check that out in that replay. But thank you guys so much for sending that in. I've actually been looking forward to that all morning long. Let's get back to the reading. We got Weasel up next with Stealth. All right, this is a shout out to the quick thinking, observant minded, sharp witted people that hear this. This is a talent that not everyone has, and it could be used to see things that others don't, catch subtleties that others miss. Weasel could be calling you out to use these abilities to enhance your livelihood and a better suited career. Stop wasting your talents in an environment that is not recognizing what you can bring to the table. Also, make sure that you're using this talent of outsmarting for the betterment of others, not just to hold power over another. Raven already warned you about what might happen in this case. But for others, this is a suggestion from Weasel to look at a situation in a different perspective. Lift the covers and look a little more. You might need to look for the things that go unnoticed when trying to resolve the issue. Someone listening needs to hear the word camouflage, because what they're looking for has literally blended into the scenery. I don't make it up, I just deliver it. And that was a specific word for a specific person who left their keys on the table, looked at them, probably have a Y chromosome like me, and, honey, where are my keys? Or they're holding their glasses in their hand and they can't find them. So sometimes what you need to see is actually camouflaged right in front of you. So take a better look. Nope, it's a video. Let's go to the next song.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Not one of those who can easily hide. Oh, I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof, kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on.
So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And
You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done,
I hope you don't mind
I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words
how wonderful life is
while you're in the world.
Mind that you're in the world, because it's so much better because of it. Mish and Bubba Fett 73, that was so beautiful. I love that song, one of my favorite Elton John songs of all time. You know, that list is kind of long when it comes to Elton John, but you guys were amazing. And the one take queen herself, Mish 968. I was just thinking, God, I miss having that library in my head of songs. Because that's one reason why it usually takes me more than one take to do a song. Because, oh yeah, that's what it is. Oh shit, I got that wrong. But she just flows and she just goes and she's amazing at it. And Bubba Fett, if you are listening, if this falls on your ears, we miss you, guy, over in Rise Radio. I hope everything is amazing in your life right now. So let's get back to the reading, because there's still a long journey to go. We got Dragonfly this time, and it stands for illusion. Some legends say that this little creature was once a shape-shifting dragon that was tricked by Coyote to take its current form, which caused it to lose its magic. It literally got trapped in its own illusion to learn the everlasting lesson. Taking on the form was done without thinking, and just to prove that it could be done. Well, how'd that work out for Dragon? Not very well if it lost all its magic. So take a look around you at what is real and what is illusory. Could be something as simple as forgetting to water your favorite plant because in your mind you remember doing it yesterday, which turns out was actually last month. You might be going along in the illusions that you're actually taking care of your body and mind, but so caught up in the illusion of forgetfulness that you've lost track of time. What habits or routines do you need to change? They've been hinting just beyond the reality that you're experiencing. So tap into the illusions and see what they are guiding you to or teaching you. You can already tell that you're trying to work this out in your minds. That's okay. You probably rewind a magic trick to try and catch where that illusion is too. Because you just never know. And when you have those breakthrough moments, when you have a popcorn moment, as I like to call it, don't try and work it out. Just celebrate it, experience it, and let it teach you what it needs to teach you.
Just me. smell of the leaves rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. And then she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. And then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down that corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year you can find it here. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys. She calls friends, and how they dance in the courtyard. Sweet summer swing. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. I'm waking up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Oh, they're living it up at Hotel California. What a night surprise, bring her alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, the pink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here, all our own device. And in the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast. They stab it with their stealing knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax in the nightmare we are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you just can never leave. Never leave. Never leave. Never go. No. Let me go.
That was phenomenal. So, such a heartfelt, gut-wrenching performance on that. I don't know exactly where you pulled from for that one, Condi, but that was deep, even for you. That that was really, really deep. And I'd be interested, in a private conversation to find out what emotions were brought up during that song, because I know that you sing with your heart most of the time, but that was something different, and I could feel it, and I'm sure everybody listening could feel it too. And we love the Condi feelings, because you're one of those that you wear your heart in your voice. So thanks for sending that in and sharing it with us, because that was pretty special. All right. The last one that we're going to hear from today. This is going to take a little bit, guys, and I do apologize in advance, but the porcupine has a lot to say. It stands for innocence. It's time to become playful and innocent again. How? How in this crazy world can you do that? By two simple ideas: faith and trust. Faith can move mountains. Don't scoff, I see you. Trust can open closed doors and create new space. Are you trusting yourself? Do you have faith that you can persevere? Are you like Porcupine in that when you have faith and trust in what you're doing, that you are non-aggressive, even if what you're doing seems to be threatening? And I want to share what the author wrote. There's a story in the description of this card in her book that I want to share with you because it will help you understand just a little bit more. Porcupine sat silently, looking at a hollow log. She wondered if it was a playhouse that nature had created just for her. Porcupine envisioned all the things she could do with the log. She could climb on top and make the log roll from side to side. She could go inside and see if there were any juicy worms for her dinner. She could also scratch her back on the rough outer bark if she wanted to. Just as Porcupine was pondering what to do next, she saw Bear approaching. Bear was big and black and looking for honey. Oh, another playmate to share my log, she thought. Hello, Bear, she cooed. Do you want to play and share my log with me? Gruff old Bear snorted. Porcupine, don't you know I'm too old to play? You're in my way. I'm looking for honey. Go away. Why, Bear, you're never too old to play, she replied. If you forget what it was like to be a cub, you'll always be as impatient and gruff as you are now. Bear began to think about what Porcupine had said. Maybe she was right. All the other creatures had run away from Bear in fright. Even the other bears had turned up their noses when he growled at them. This little porcupine was certainly trusting him not to eat her. She even offered to be his friend. The old bear looked at Porcupine and began to feel something move inside him. He started to remember the games he played as a cub. Joy started to live in him again. Little Porcupine, you have reminded me that in becoming strong and seeking answers, I got caught in trying to be an intellectual. I became afraid of what others would think if I dropped my mask of gruffness. I was afraid that they wouldn't take me seriously anymore. You have taught me that in being a fuddy-duddy, I was causing others not to care for me. Thank you. I'd love to play with this old log. And so it was that Bear became childlike again and learned the innocence of Porcupine. I'm going to let that sink in because the connection that happened between those two must have been love.
They whisper on my pillow, leave the winter on the ground.
I wake up lonely, this air of silence in the bedroom and all around.
Touch me now. I close my eyes and dream away.
It must have been love, but it's over now. Must have been good, but I lost it somehow.
It must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time had run out. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow.
It must have been love, but it's over now. The moment we touched till the time had run out.
It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow.
It must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till time had run out.
It must have been Love from Papa Duck 78, also known as Amanda over in Rise, and Condi 003. I didn't check the tags well enough on that when I was prepping the show last night, so I had to make a correction right then. But man, that was hauntingly beautiful. Wow. Kind of a downplay to the message that was received right before, but also a reminder. Doesn't have to be over. You carry love with you wherever you go, all the time, always, unless you don't. And that's a choice. It's not taken from you. It slips away from time to time, and you just need reminders to bring it back. So if you are in that space, in that place right now, be gentle with yourself. Feel the grief. Feel the movement. Feel what you need to. Give yourself permission. You don't need it from somebody else. So guys, that's my show for today. And if you haven't already joined the Rise Awakenings Facebook group, here's the QR code, and the link will be in the description below. So take a gander over there. I'll have it playing during the promo as well on the play out. And if you haven't already checked it out, head on over to my website and take advantage of the pricing schedule that's on there now, because it is going to change, because I am updating, upgrading, and Brindle is stepping into a new phase. And also, I didn't create a QR code for it, but if you don't already follow me over on TikTok, please, it's easy to find. Just look up Brindlewolf, and there I am. Because starting on November 7th, I am going to be doing private sub lives or sub room lives where only subscription members, and it's really affordable, where you can interact with me directly. I'm going to have that capability set up, and I believe that's only going to be $10 a month on TikTok. So if you're interested in that and in being able to work with me one-on-one and not just see me on the screen, then that will help to open that door for you. I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Be gentle with yourselves. Be innocent. Be playful. Watch what you say. Watch what you think, because it all matters. It's all energy. It all flows out of you. So decide what you want the world to see you as and what change you wish to be in the world. So keep going. Love yourselves. I love you. And I will see you tomorrow night on Phoenix Talks with Diane. I already forgot what the topic was. Anyway, we're talking about something. I made the promo and it just completely slipped my mind now, because a lot's happened since then. But check us out tomorrow night, right back here, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you then. Have a great night. Have a great day. Keep going. We're going to close up the show today with Miss Amelia. And don't forget to catch her tonight with Absolute John for Rock Rewind. That's over on Rise Radio at 8 p.m. Eastern. And She's joined by Terry33. So enjoy the rest of your day. And I am suddenly out.
Used to think that love was just a fairy tale, until that first hello, until that first smile. But if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause this love is everlasting. Suddenly life has new meaning to me. There's beauty up above, things we never take notice of. You wake up and suddenly you're in love. Ooh, yeah.
Girl, you're everything a man could want and more. 1,000 words are not enough to say what I feel inside. Holding hands as we walk along the shore. I never felt like this before. Now you're all I'm living for. Suddenly life has new meaning to me. There's beauty up above, and things we'll never take notice of. You wake up, suddenly you're in love.
Each day, and I pray this love affair would last forever. Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. There's beauty up above, and things we'll never take notice of.
Wake up, suddenly you're in love.
There's beauty up above, things we never take notice of.
Wake up and suddenly you're in love.
Hey, this is Brindlewolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise awakening, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken. Fly. Rise awakening, now is the dawn.
Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.